All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Big B here from MoneyNation.com, your home for everything money. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, we got our Week 15 NFL predictions. As you can see, last week I did terrible. I went 6-9, which brings the overall record to 125-83. So we do have a special announcement today. We will have somebody joining us today. So joining us today is Payton. So how you doing, man?
I'm doing really good. I feel really good about my picks. I know you might not feel good about my picks, but I just feel it in my heart.
He's feeling it. That's right. So
Yeah.
let's dive into the standings check where there's a lot of changes. Philadelphia dropping to 5th was surprising.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, it was embarrassing. There's not a lot of changes up here. Bottom stays. Carolina's still bottoming them out. Rams continue to fight for a playoff spot, but unfortunately, Green Bay not really. Tampa Bay,
Yeah.
Dallas goes to second, so a lot of changes. So let's take a look at the AFC real quick. Baltimore now takes the game lead in the AFC because Miami lost last week. Jacksonville stays at 4th. The Colts, Texans still hanging around with them. I don't know how the Steelers are in 6th at this point. Denver continues to rally. Chargers are dumpster fire right now, still in 12th, and Patriots bottom out the AFC at the moment. And they're already eliminated from playoff contention with the Panthers. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get it going. No bye week teams this week. So kicking things off, we got Thursday Night Football. We got the Chargers at the Raiders. Both of these two teams are struggling. Both of these two teams have been struggling significantly. Vegas is
Totally agree with you. It's just like both teams just came off of terrible losses. One of them coming with one of the worst games of all time, if not tying the lowest scoring game, 3-0.
Yeah, that game was just embarrassing. Not the Las Vegas Raiders there. But anyway, the Raiders are favoring this game by 3. As you can see, his pick's going to be on the left side. Mine's going to be on the right side. I'm going to pick the Raiders to win this game 17-14. I don't think the Raiders' offense is that bad. Now, it was bad last week, but if you look at just Raiders' performances, I don't think their offense is that bad with their dumpster fire. I do think they come out with a little bit more energy and effort. Plus, Justin Herbert is probably not going to play in this game, so I'm comfortable with the Raiders here. Why did you go with the Raiders as well to win this one?
I went with the Raiders, even though, obviously, I did this before Justin got hurt, but I feel like Chargers not been scoring a lot. Even if Justin did play, he has no help. He doesn't have anybody. He doesn't have any playmakers. He can't score without anybody with him. And the reason why the Raiders aren't scoring any touchdowns is just going to be field goal after field goal. They lost Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, and he's probably not going to be.
They lost Josh Jacobs. That's their only firepower besides Devontae Adams. And Devontae Adams without a quarterback that can throw it. Like, Aiden O'Connell, who? Like, it's just...
Yeah, he's kind of been in and out this year.
It's not possible.
Yeah, so you had the Raiders winning 12-9. I had the Raiders winning 17-14, and those are our picks. So, should be a very, very not really good game. This might earn my award for the worst game of the week.
It's going to be the worst prime time since last year's
this is our award.
It's going to be terrible.
Yeah, this is our award for the worst game of the week by far, and it comes on Thursday night, which is not exciting.
Oh my God.
All right, let's dive into our next matchup here. We got Minnesota traveling into Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. Listen, Cincinnati's offense has been amazing so far this year. Not amazing, but I can say this offense hasn't looked like it took a step down from Joe Burrow. Meanwhile, look at the Vikings. They just came off in one of the most embarrassing wins we'll ever watch in NFL history. Come out with a 3-0 win. Cincinnati is favoring this game by 3.5. We both took the Bengals in this one. For my pick, I'm taking the Bengals 20-17. Bengals have looked really sharp offensively. Even without Joe Burrow, this team has continued to find success without Joe Burrow. I do think that continues here. I know Minnesota's defense it's pretty good at the moment, but the way how the Bengals have been producing on offense recently, gotta have them winning this game 2017. Yeah. You took the Bengals to win this one pretty significantly. Why are you going with the Bengals here?
I totally agree with you what you said. The Bengals offense has been stifling, but it's just Browning is going to be a bridge quarterback throughout his career if he never gets that starting opportunity. He's always going to be filling in and doing well at it. Like, I don't think anybody on that Viking secondary can stop Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd. It's just not possible.
Yeah.
Browning basically just needs to throw it up to them every play. They'll probably come down with it. The only secondary the Vikings got right now is Harrison. And Harrison is
True.
almost out, like just out. And the Vikings put up 3 points. I would, and even with Jay Jennings, they bench Josh Dobbs for
Yeah, they're
Nick
benching Josh
Mullins.
Dobbs in
Like,
this game. They are.
doesn't make sense. Both teams are playing terrible that game, but like, it's going to be a terrible game. That's also going to be a terrible game. It's going to be one-sided, and if it's not one-sided, I'll be very surprised.
Yeah, the Bengals should win this one pretty significantly. I don't know what his name is, but Joshua Dobbs is getting benched, and I do think Minnesota is gonna pay the consequence for this one. But anyway, let's move on to our next game here. We got Pittsburgh traveling into Indianapolis. The Colts are favoring this game by 2.5. Pittsburgh has not looked good offensively. I mean, at all. They haven't looked good. Indianapolis, they have been good at home this year. The Colts are favoring this game by 2.5. We both went for the Colts here. I'm taking the Colts 24-13. Their offense is extremely overrated as a team. They are very overrated. I like what I'm seeing out of the Colts offense. Now, I know the Steelers defense is tough. They're going to make some plays on Indy. They're going to force a couple turnovers. But at the end of the day, I like what I'm seeing out of the Colts. I do think they're the better football team. They're at home. They need this game. Both of these teams need this game, but I got the Colts pulling ahead. You went with the Colts here 20-10. Why are you agreeing with me here and taking the Colts?
Number one, Steelers can't score. If you saw the stat line, Joe Flacco is a 1 touchdown pass away from tying Kenny Pickett's this season. Now, it wasn't. It's they don't have a quarterback. Their wide receiver is a
you're
diva.
right. Kenny Pickett is
George
out for this game.
Pickens is a diva. He will literally. It's good. He's gonna do what Odell did. He's gonna. Colts have just been on a roll. They had a speed bump last week, and that's about it. Undefeated in November. One of the only 4 teams to be undefeated.
Yeah, true.
Really intent on the Colts winning, but the reason why their score is so low, Steelers defense. Yeah.
Yeah, Steelers defense is still legit. Yeah, you have to absolutely respect that defense, and incredible. But what we both like what we're seeing from Indianapolis, that we think is going to pull them ahead in this matchup. All right, let's dive into our next matchup here. We got Denver going into Detroit. This game is in Detroit. I like the Lions odds here, but they are only favoring this game by 5, which is completely understandable because Denver, they've been playing their asses off these last couple weeks, and finding their way to almost a wild card spot right now. But the Lions are favoring this game by 5. Now, I know the Lions, they have not been playing the best football. Right now, if you look at these two teams comparatively, I like how Denver has been playing more than Detroit right now. But this game is in Detroit, the Lions, I think this is a get right game for the Lions. I'm going to take the Lions to win this one 27-20. I can see myself being wrong here 100%, but I like the Lions. I like them at home. I like them here on Saturday Night Football. I just trust them more. I just trust them more here in Detroit. You went with the Broncos to win this game 24-18, which is I can definitely see that happening. I can see my pick come back to backfire me. So why are you disagreeing with me here for the first time? Why are you going Denver?
It's just the Lions are like flat tire. It's good, then it pops, and then it slowly spins out of control. And that's what they've been doing. They came off of back-to-back losses to their own division opponents, which are the worst in their division.
Yeah, and they need to win those. You need to win those.
And it just confuses me. Like, how do you come from being considered one of the greatest teams in the league right now to lose to the Packers and Bears? Like, it doesn't make sense.
It's extremely disappointing.
Yeah, and they're on a current downfall. The Broncos, obviously, going up. They're on a hot streak. Again, one speed bump. They didn't pop, and they came back last week, 24-7, bang the Chargers, and it's like I feel like the turnovers will get to Jared Goff. Yeah.
Yeah, Broncos defense has been really good. Once again, like Pittsburgh, you have to respect that defense.
You
But
have
for
to.
me, I like the Lions this one. This is a get right game for them. I do, but this one can go either way. Wouldn't be surprised about the outcome
Yeah.
here.
Neither would I.
Yeah, so let's move on to the next one here. We got the Bears going into Cleveland, and this one is going to be a fun game. To me, this is going to be a very fun game to watch. The Cleveland is favoring this game by 3. Completely understandable. This game is at home. So in this game is in Cleveland. I like the odds here for Cleveland, but the Bears, they can shock you. They shot you last week by absolutely destroying the Lions. This team has been playing way better football as of late. But in our picks here, for me, I'm going with the Browns 24-20. I do think the
Dog.
Bears. I think the Bears are going to come out here. They're going to play tough. The Bears, they've been playing tough these last couple of weeks. Love what I'm seeing out of them. But I like the Browns a little bit more. This game is in Cleveland, and I believe at the end of the day, the Browns defense will come in clutch here at the end. So you went with the Browns 25-8. You had kind of had the Browns whooping their ass here. So why are you taking the Browns and kind of an ass whooping here?
Joe Flacco, number one, has been playing real good for no absolute reason. And if the Browns keep that up, they're it's just like there's something stopping them. I feel like in the end of the game, when the Bears will get their opportunity, they'll try to go for 2, which they have before, just to try to catch up with the lead because they're already so far behind. But I just feel like it's going to be too late.
Yeah, definitely. This is a very interesting matchup here. You have two teams that have been playing some good football. So, yeah, I'm going with Cleveland slightly. He's going with Cleveland to blow up. All right, so let's move out with our next one here. We got the Falcons traveling into Carolina. Listen, both of these two teams have been struggling. Neither of these two teams have been playing their best football. But the Falcons, they should have won last week. Like we can all say that the Buccaneers escaped the Falcons last week.
They escaped.
Yeah, and Atlanta's favoring this game by 3. This is a trap game. If you're asking me, this is a trap game for Atlanta here. Carolina, if they can win, it's right now. They can do it right now. They can win this game. But with our picks, we're both going with the Falcons here. I took the Falcons 24-21. I think the Panthers are going to come out here and really fight hard because once again, this is a trap game. I can see a trap game. I can see this game going either way. But Atlanta has a lot to play for right now. Carolina is already out of the playoff picture, so I don't think this game is really going to matter to Carolina that much. So I think Atlanta does take this win 24-21. They're going to get back in competing for that division title. So you went with the Falcons here 17-7. So explain to us why you have the Falcons pulling this one out.
I think everything you just said explains it all. Falcons, I feel like they'll come out hungry. They might score more, but I feel like they just won't try. Arthur Smith is an absolute dumbass.
Yes, he is.
He's
That's a good
stupid.
mention.
He doesn't use B. John Robinson. They're not. They're not winning by a blowout. Yeah.
I completely agree with you there. Um, Yeah, so this game should be an Atlanta win. We're both not expecting Carolina to win, but I'm expecting Carolina to come out here and fight. Maybe you are too, but I think this game will go to Atlanta. They just have more to play for. All right, let's move on to our next one. We got the Bucks traveling into Green Bay, and I forgot to put the odds in this one. So Baltimore, I accidentally had Baltimore at 7-point favorites, but I think Green Bay is favored to win this game by 3.5, which I do think that is a spread right now. Correct me if I'm wrong. But in this game, I think this game's gonna be close. It's gonna be competitive. Both teams have a lot to play for right now. The Buccaneers are playing for that division title because they're still in the hunt. They're in the lead right now, while Green Bay is playing for competing for wild card spots. Since because I think the Lions already got that division locked. So in this game, I do think this game's gonna be close and it's gonna be a nail biter. We both decided with the Packers. I'm taking the Packers 27-20. I think both of these two teams are evenly matched. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be cold in Lambeau. It's going to play a huge factor in the Buccaneers. Plus the Packers, they've been playing better football these last couple weeks, and two, like I mentioned, this is in the cold environment. Buccaneers are not gonna be ready for that. They're used to a hot environment. So I do think the Packers get the slight edge in this one, 27-20. You also went with the Packers 30-17. Why are you taking the Packers here in Lambeau?
Cold weather ain't Tampa's strong suit at all.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just the Packers are also on a hot streak.
yeah, they are in a hot streak right now.
There were another good team recently, and they might have got themselves another quarterback.
Yeah, Jordan Love has been playing really good these last couple weeks.
His first career NFL game, he threw a 30-yard touchdown pass doing the splits.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
Phenomenal. Just a little throwback there. And Tampa Bay ain't gonna stand a chance. If they struggle with the Falcons, they're 6-7. I know that they had the same record, but it's like records don't mean everything.
No, they don't.
Not at all.
Like the Bills, for instance, they're 7-6. This team is way better than 7-6. The Bills are way better than 7-6.
Yes.
But yeah, but I like your decision there. Like how you went with the Packers to win this one pretty significantly. I probably should have changed my pick to pick up Bill Blood in 7, but I think Tampa Bay is going to come out and fight. Just the cold environment in this game being Lambeau will have a huge impact in this one. All right, let's move into the next one here. We have Houston traveling into Tennessee. Listen, I had a hard time picking this game. For me, I had a hard time picking this game. Tennessee's favoring this game by 2.5, which is completely understandable. We don't know the status of C.J. Stroud. We don't know this. Well, one thing I can say about this game, Houston has not been good on the road this year. They are 2-4. Tennessee has been really good at home this year. They played like a different team at home. The Titans are 4-2 at home so far this year. So in our picks, we both went with the Titans. I'm picking the Tennessee to win this game. Now I did have Houston winning this game earlier. I'll be honest with you guys, but I'm going to Texans. This is my 1 point game of the week. I'm going with the Titans 24-23. I do think they narrowly get the win because I do think the Texans, even without C.J. Stroud, I do think they're going to come out here, have some heart, play some good football. Plus they're competing. They're competing in that division in that wild card spot right now. So I do think they are going to come out and fight. But at the end of the day, I'm rolling with Tennessee. Don't know the status of C.J. Stroud, so I'm going to take the Titans to win this game. You went with the Titans to win this one pretty significantly, 24-9. So why have the Titans kind of blowing them out here?
Again, I'm going to base it off of momentum again. You just saw Texans, another embarrassing loss. The Jets.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. Texans lost to the Jets. That was embarrassing.
Blown out. And the Titans just came off a phenomenal win.
Absolutely.
I had Titans beating the Texans before they even beat the Dolphins. Feel it.
Say, man, you're just feeling it, aren't you?
Texans, even if they do have C.J. Stroud, they don't have Tank Dell. They don't have a steady receiver.
Yeah.
They just don't have anything. And C.J. Stroud, when he was playing against the Jets, still didn't score.
Mm-hmm.
He still didn't score points. So I think it's gonna be all day. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see this game being your score, or I can see it being my score. It depends. It really depends on what the Texans have available.
How everybody else plays.
Yeah, it depends on what the Texans have available, and mainly importantly, C.J. Stroud. It really depends on the man because if the Texans don't have them, they're not going to do too much of anything. If they have them, they're going to compete, and they're going to fall short at the end, in my opinion. But let's take a look at the next matchup here. We got the Jets traveling into Miami. Now I know Miami. They should have won last week. They had no reason to lose last week. But Miami, they're favoring this game by 8.5. This game is played in Miami. Give a lot of credit to the Jets last week. Absolutely kicking the shit out of the Texans. I was definitely not expecting that. But for me, in this game, I'm gonna take the Dolphins pretty significantly here. This is my blowout of the week. I got Miami winning 38-10. With this game, I just don't think Miami's gonna lose back-to-back games in Miami. Now I know the Jets just had one of the better offensive performances, but are they really gonna do that away again against one of the league's best defenses? I just don't see that happening. I think the Jets are kind of gonna get blown out here. So you actually took the Jets 24-10. 24-20, which is kind of understandable. So I mean, not really, but it's all right. So why are you going with the upset here on the road, winning for the Jets?
Again, I'm going to base it off of momentum. They just lost to the Titans, the Tennessee Titans. They're like they're nowhere. They have nothing to play for. it'll be a miracle if they make it to the playoffs somehow. And the Dolphins were leading the division. They would still be if they didn't lose to a terrible team. And the Jets just came off of an amazing win.
Yeah, they did.
Wilson performed
Unbelievable win.
incredible, and I feel like he can perform incredible against this low morale, under just beat down Miami Dolphins. And just because the Miami Dolphins are playing at home, Titans played them at Harbor Stadium.
Yes, they did. They had the Titans to Miami's first home loss of the season.
Yeah, and I feel like they're gonna get a second year.
Yeah, so you're going with the upset here. I think this is a risky pick for you, picking against Miami in Miami, but you're gonna go with your gut. Hey, listen, I completely understand it. Jets, they've been playing some good football. You can never count out that defense. That defense is gonna make some stops.
They've beat really good teams. Yeah.
Yeah, but I just have a hard time believing that Jets offense. I don't think they're gonna do that back to back weeks. So I'm gonna take the Jets here pretty significant. I mean, I'm gonna take the Dolphins here pretty significantly. All right, let's move on to the next one. We got the Giants traveling into New Orleans. The Saints are 6.5-point favorites. This game is played in the Dome, aka in New Orleans. Now, give credit to the Giants. They looked good last week. They looked good. They beat the Packers. I was definitely not expecting that at all. But for me, this game is in New Orleans. I like the Saints here to get back, or to get back on track. I don't know if they won or lost last week. I forgot, but the Saints win this. I think the Saints win this one 20-14. I have the Giants completely playing hard here. By the end of the day, I got the Saints winning. You went with the Giants here. This is your 1 point game of the week, 14-13. Why are you going with the Giants here? I'm curious.
DeVito. That's all I gotta say. DeVito.
DeVito. He's been playing good.
Yeah, exactly. The Giants have been playing real good, and I just feel like Giants.
Yeah, this is obvious. Tommy DeVito looks like he's been outplaying Daniel Jones this year. Let's be honest.
Yeah, of course. He's changed the environment completely.
He changed that environment. He changed that team.
They paid Daniel too much. I know everybody already says that, but like I'm gonna say it again. They paid Daniel too much, and I'm not gonna stop saying it until they cut him. Yet they'll still be paying him guaranteed money, so I'll still be saying they paid Daniel way too much.
Yeah, they definitely did pay too much money, and that could really haunt the Giants.
It backfired. Yeah, they thought he was gonna play. Nope.
Yep, that can haunt the Giants.
DeVito has shown what an underdog can do.
Yeah, so you're taking the Giants on the road. You have them underdogging. You have them winning. I'm going with the Saints. I do think they can take the win at home. But listen, this Giants team.
If you have a 6-7 record with the NFC South,
I think the Saints are in second right now.
They're second, and they're 6-7.
Yeah.
It doesn't make, and they don't have that good of a team. They have Slant Boy, Car Crash.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why I only got the Saints win this one early.
Gangster at running back. It's just like their team is full of controversy, and it's just the defense doesn't have that many stars besides like Cameron Jordan and Honey Badger. That's about all I can name.
Yeah, true.
And Lattimore, but like it's to a point where it's like, and Giants upset Packers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they upset them. Yeah, they upset them, and I feel like they could do that again for the third time.
Yes, I think this game's gonna be interesting. This one can go either way. Wouldn't be surprised by the outcome here. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one here. We got the Chiefs traveling into the Patriots. Now, the Patriots, they just been playing awful this year. I mean, it's just plain and simple. They have been awful. Now, the Chiefs, they don't look like themselves. I definitely see it these last couple weeks. Offense has not looked efficient. Defense has not been playing the way have they been playing. But they are favored in this game by 9.5. If you look at the Chiefs, they looked pissed last week. I do think they come into New England and manhandle them significantly. I'm gonna take the Chiefs 31-17. I do think Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid gets their asses mined. They're gonna get their sharps mined. They're gonna walk into New England and they're gonna absolutely going to bust New England's ass. And your hand, you had the Patriots winning here 17-10. Really curious of here why you're taking the Patriots. So let me hear it. Why got the upset here?
Patriots are on a hot streak. If they can score 24 points against a really, not 21 points against a really good Steelers defense, they could do it against a scrappy, not scrappy, I would say a pretty good Chiefs defense. And the Chiefs offense, terrible call, man. That was a terrible call. What a
Yeah. Did you guys see Patrick Mahomes at the late in the game?
I just feel something in my gut telling me that Bailey Zappi is about to outperform the next quote unquote GOAT.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I just feel it. I feel it.
Yeah. So
Especially after last week's win against the Steelers. Yeah.
Yeah. So this game could go either way. This is basically it for Kansas City. They either come out here or sharp for focus. I am considering it as a trapping game because the Patriots, they can come in here and beat them. Kansas City has not been themselves, but I just think the Chiefs have too much to offer for them at the end. So I'm gonna take the Chiefs. Let's take a look at the next one here. We have Washington taking on Los Angeles. I really like what I've been seeing out of my team. The Rams, we have been playing some really good ass football. And even we lost to Baltimore, we forced them to overtime and lost them to kick return touchdown. That is a lot of positive vibes coming coming out of the Rams in this one. And it's completely understandable.
And a backup kicker and a backup punt returner.
Yeah. I don't like how we lost the game, but I like how we competed. Anyway, the Rams are favoring this game by 6.5. I'm taking the Rams here 34-20. I am expecting Washington to score because the Rams defense, it's underrated, but it doesn't mean that they can't let up points. So I do think Washington's gonna go up and drive. I do think they're gonna score some points. But at the end of the day, I'm going with the Rams here. I do think their offense is gonna be too much for Washington to handle at the end. Plus, they have Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua. I think that's gonna be too much for Washington's defense to handle. You went with the Commanders here, 21-20. You actually taking the upset here in Los Angeles. So why are you picking against my boys here?
I'm not a Commanders fan, but I don't trust the Rams. The Rams defense is not that good. The Commanders have one of the best receiving corps. They might.
That's a hot take there.
But they have one of the best receiving corps, without a doubt.
That's a hot take there, man.
I know, but they have at least maybe the sixth best receiving corps in the NFL. It's just they're not used properly.
Yeah, that's true. They're coached bad.
Dotson. Who was that other guy? I don't remember his name, but they also got Terry McLaurin.
Yeah,
they're packed. They're packed.
Yeah.
Their team hasn't been able to show it off, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, so this game is probably going to be interesting. You could probably expect a lot of points here. Both of these offenses, I know the Commanders' offense has not looked good, but listen, though, like I said, the Rams give up points a lot. So I can see the Commanders coming up with points. I can see them driving down the field, but in my opinion, I'm going with the Rams. I do think they're the better football team. They come out with the win. My boys continue for a playoff spot. All right, let's move into the next one. We got San Francisco traveling to Arizona. The San Fran's favored this game by 13.5. Now I know this game is playing in Arizona. Arizona. I want to say something to you guys real quick. I know you're playing against a really tough team, but I think you guys can compete. Listen, I think you guys can compete. This game is in Arizona, and you guys play. They play their best ball in Arizona.
They're not.
Yeah, but in my opinion, I got the Niners winning this one 28-17. But hey, this is my risky bet of the week. Cardinals cover the spread 13.5. Somehow in some way they're gonna cover the spread. But for me, I'm taking the Niners 20-17. I can see myself being wrong with the spread here. You went with the Niners.
You are gonna be wrong with the spread. That's a terrible game.
You went with the Niners 45-10. Completely understandable. Yeah. Why do you think I'm gonna lose the spread differential there?
Number one, Cardinals offense is absolutely a dumpster fire. 49ers are most likely either going to the conference championship and losing or going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think this team's the best team in football right now.
100%. If Deebo Samuel can run 60-yard screens for touchdowns and 49ers can have an opening play go for 74 yards, I feel that it's just they're incredible. They incredible coaching, incredible players, incredible defense, it's incredible offense. It's just an entire great team.
Yeah.
It's just a great team. I haven't seen a team as good as this in maybe like past 5 years.
Yeah, true. So this one should be pretty rad. San Francisco. I can see myself picking the wrong spread here. So if you do go with him, he's probably gonna win it because Arizona is not a good football team. But I just think Arizona's gonna come out here and compete. But I'm probably gonna lose that one. All right, let's move into the next one here. We got Dallas traveling into Buffalo, and I do think comparing to both of us, I think this is our best game of the week award.
Best game, 100%.
This game is in Buffalo. I like the Bills' odds here, but listen, Dallas has been playing sensational.
Yeah.
Offense has been moving on their heels. Defense has been making stops. This team is legit right now in the Dallas Cowboys. So and you guys in previous videos know how I talk about. I don't like picking against the Bills. I don't like doing it, but I can say the same thing about Dallas. I don't like picking against both of these two teams.
Yeah.
I know I did it. Yeah, I did it last week. It did cost me. But in this game, I'm rolling with the Bills here. Some things telling me that the Bills are going to protect the home ground and win. Bills find a way to win this 30-27. I can see myself being wrong here. At this point, I don't like picking against Dallas more than I hate against picking Buffalo. Like this one's tough. This one's difficult. But I think the Bills last week coming off that win against Kansas City, I do think they're going to get their heads mined. They're going to walk in. They're going to come. They're going to protect their home ground, and they are narrowly going to escape Buffalo. Not beat them. They're going to escape them. You have the Cowboys winning this one 32-18, 32-28, an absolute shootout. So why are you taking Dallas here? This is completely understandable.
I would say the Bills are an equal team to the Seahawks. If you watch the Seahawks and the Cowboys game, it was around that. It was like around that type of score. Bills have not been as high scoring as people thought this year. I don't even know if they had like one game over 30 points scored by their team. That's about it. They've been scoring the totally off a lot this year, and I don't have confidence in the Bills pulling it off against the mighty Cowboys. How they're playing right now.
Yeah, Cowboys are playing out their goddamn minds right now.
Beat the Eagles, who were supposed to be supposedly the best team in the league.
Yeah, they absolutely they just took Philadelphia and just rest on the bed. I mean, that was bad.
Push doesn't work all the time.
I mean, that tush. Let's be honest, the tush push it did work, but could I play always worked, but everything else did not work.
No.
Everything except for the tush push did not work.
Again, it's just the game's gonna be a shootout.
Yeah, this game is going to be a shootout. This is obviously the best game of the week by far, no questions.
By far.
Yeah, but let's move on to the next one here. Next up, we got our Sunday night football game. We got Baltimore headed to Jacksonville. Listen, I love Jacksonville. I love them. I love them as a team. I know I pick them all the time because I'm always rooting for them. I love Jacksonville a lot. I love them a lot. I just like their team. I've always been a big supporter of Jacksonville. But listen, this Ravens team, they're red hot right now. This team has been playing best team. This team is probably the best team in the AFC right now, if you're asking me. This team is favored in this game by 3.5. I am going to take Baltimore to win this one 28-21. I know I don't pick against Jacksonville a lot, but this is a game that I'm gonna have to. Baltimore has been playing really freaking good, and I do think Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville's a little bit slumpy here. They're only 3-4 in a row, while Baltimore's been really good on the road this year. So I do think that's another couple reasons. Plus, Trevor Lawrence is not going to be 100% healthy in this one. So you also went with the Ravens here in a really good contest, 20-24. So why you got the Ravens pulling this one out in a very interesting Sunday night game?
It's just Ravens got to win. They just have. They're just going to. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. we all love Jacksonville. If you don't love Jacksonville, it's probably because you're in their division. And it's just like, I wanted them to go to the Super Bowl last year. I was so hyped that they made it past the Chargers and then nearly beat the
I don't know
Chiefs.
how they won that game, though.
Nearly made it to the conference championships and nearly went to the Super Bowl. And this year, they just did not look like the team they did last year. Not at all.
Yeah, to start of the year, you can say that they did. Now, they're on a little bit of a slump. So, not too big of a slump, a little slump. But they're lucky to be first in their division right now still.
Very. Very. Slim divisions, AFC is so much more competitive than the NFC.
Yeah, because right now, if you look at the standings, Houston and Indianapolis is right on Jacksonville's ass. They have to win. But
and
here,
then the NFC North, almost all the teams are in the play. Are all the teams in the playoffs right now?
Everybody except for the Bengals. Yeah, so in this one, we're expecting a really good fight here. We're expecting a very entertaining Sunday night game. But we're both pulling out of Baltimore. We both think that they're nearly the better football team. And just because Jacksonville struggles, I do think they're going to cost them this one here. So, and last but not least, we got our Monday Night Football game. We got the Eagles traveling into Seattle. And listen, I know I haven't picked against Philadelphia all year long. I haven't done it. And the Eagles are favored in this game by 3. I forgot to put the because it says Jack, so forgive me. But anyway, this game is played in Seattle. I have a lot of scary moments to pick the Eagles here. Eagles have not been playing like themselves last 2 weeks. They got blown out these last 2 weeks. This game is in Seattle. Like I said, it scares me a lot. But I'm still sticking with Philadelphia. Maybe they find a way to win this. Don't know how they're doing it, but they're going to win this game 27-24. You're taking the Seahawks 24-13, completely understandable. This game's in Seattle, and this is a lot of scares for Philly here. So why do you have Seattle taking this one at home?
Seattle? Remember, not first coming as a rookie into Denver. Maybe a great one. We had to trade him, but like, it was kind of worth it. Not that first season, but it was kind of worth it. Now that I look at it now, but like, I just have a gut feeling. Eagles, again, I'm going to use the flat tire example. They're like a flat tire. They were rolling, they lost, popped, downhill. Momentum.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Seattle has not been playing good either. This game could go either way. I'm leaning towards Philadelphia because I don't think they're going to lose 3 games in a row. You're leaning towards Seattle. I mean, I completely get it. If you pick against Seattle here, I get it.
I see how it could go both ways.
Yeah.
I just feel like the Eagles aren't as dominant as everybody thinks they are.
Oh yeah.
They have an easy schedule if you look at it.
Yeah, because if the Eagles lose, this is the last game I see them losing, for sure.
Yeah, probably. I haven't looked at their schedule, but I'm guessing the rest of their schedule is the division teams. And
nah, the Eagles got the
Washington Communists and the New York Littlemen are not beating Philadelphia Eagles. I don't see it.
Eagles got the Giants 2 times in Arizona after this, so they're definitely going to win all those games.
Honestly, I see the Giants pulling out one of them.
No. No, I'm sorry, no.
I'm sorry.
No.
I see the...
They're not better than Philadelphia.
I see the pulling out one of them.
No, that's not happening. Anyway, yeah, that's going to do it for us. Do you want to come back for us next week? You'll come back for us next week?
If I have time, I'll try to make it up. Yeah. Totally.
All right, so yeah, he'll be back with us next week. So make sure you guys do like, subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is Payton, and be sure to sign up on MotivationNation.com. I'll hop this off so you guys can watch it on time, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Yeah.